A very good afternoon, March. Thanks for joining us here on the program. This is Trending News. I am Nansina Limer. Do stay with me for the next few minutes as I bring you up to speed with stories that are making headlines today. Let's begin. 4 police officers and 2 civilians have been apprehended for robbing 2.2 million shillings from a school accountant in Utawala. According to the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, the suspects are believed to have trailed Ruffin International School's accountant from a bank in Utawala on Monday before breaking into his car and making away with the money. DCI have said that the money was intended to settle salary arrears for casual laborers at the school. The accountant is said to have entered into the school with a portion of the money, and upon his return to collect the rest, he found the car had already been broken into. The suspects, 3 of whom are police sergeant, a corporal, a constable from Kasarani Police Station, and a police constable from Ruai Police Station, were rounded up in Kasarani Police Station's parking yard. The suspects are in police custody pending further investigations. And that story will be coming to you later on in this broadcast. 3 more bodies have been exhumed from the Shakahola forest, taking the death toll to 446. It is reported that due to decomposition, the bodies have shrunk and were able to fit in the 40-foot container with a capacity of 30 bodies. The 17 retrieved in Phase 5 that started on Monday are skeletons. Now, a section of MPs from Mount Kenya region have opposed Deputy President Rigathi Gachagwa's clarion call on the one man, one vote, one shilling revenue allocation mantra, calling for an all-inclusive formula that will ensure resources are shared equally to Kenyans. Mwea MP Mary Maingi and Anyuri town counterpart Duncan Mathenge have defied with the Deputy President's proposal, saying it is not attainable due to scarcity of resources in the country.
Instead of even talking about the one man, one vote, one shilling, let us start by devolving services. If it's something, let me give an example of education, a subject I'm so passionate about. In fact, when I talk about education, I think I get emotional. Let us not have some constituencies or some counties where they can afford, through their bursaries, to take their children for education overseas, Australia, UK, America, with bursaries. Yet in my children in Mwea, I cannot even afford to give them anything more than 3,000 shillings per year. Let us say we know we have this so number of children in this country. Let us have the money divided by the number of children.
Tungependelea one man, one vote, one shilling. Hii shilingi itatoka wapi? Kuna mwenzetu alisema hii sheria inaongea sana kuhusu vile tunagawana rasilimali, lakini haisemi hii rasilimali inatoka wapi. Lazima tujue hii pesa itatoka wapi. Mheshimiwa Mary Maingi, tumekuwa tukiongea sana juu ya watoto wenye maeneo mengine ya bunge. Mbunge wa hiyo eneo kupitia pesa yake ya CDF anaweza kulipia watoto karibu gharama yote ya school fees. Mimi na Mary Maingi tunang'ang'ana hapa kupatia mtoto shilingi 4,000 day school, hata haiwezi lipa school fees ya day school ya muhula mmoja. Lakini tunasema wale waendelee kunufaika na ile wako nayo. Lakini sisi tulio wengi tunataka rasilimali iongezeke, sisi pia tuongezewe, watoto wetu wafike kiwango ya wale wengine.
Iacha kuangalia Kenya kama kabila, tuangalie Kenya kama Wakenya. Itakuwa ni kwamba
Now, stakeholders in the education sector from the western region have voiced their support for the decision by coastal counties to ban muguka. According to them, the consumption of muguka has destroyed the lives of many youth as it is a drug.
We want to categorically state here that children deserve the best from any government, from any human being. And following the quote of a great philanthropist, Grand and Jeb, who said that humanity owes the child the best it has to give. And as a country, I don't think Muguga, Mira, and the rest of the substances that affect children are the best you can give. Our children need the best education, quality education. Our children need quality healthcare. Our children need quality nutrition. our children need quality sanitation and other good things to ensure that they are, developing well. But if Muguga, as our colleagues at the coast and other places in the country, are justifying that medically it has been proven that it's affecting the lives of children, then that ban that the Jumuiya Pwani counties have come up with should even be expanded and be emulated to other counties across the country. Because Muguga as a crop has got substances in them. And now we call upon the government. We know that people went to court to claim that Muguga is a legally allowed crop to be grown and be sold. But this is something that has got caffeine and other drugs. And even the drugs that have been medically prescribed by doctors are prescribed that should be kept out of the reach of children. What of this Muguga that is being sold in the streets where children can access at a very low price and all that? So we are saying and talking in unison with our colleagues, our counterparts at the coast region, that the ban of Muguga should be upheld.
A section of National Council of Churches of Kenya, drawn from Kiambu and Nairobi region, have urged the president and his deputy to end the political bickering amongst their supporters and embrace dialogue, as it is threatening to split the country. Speaking in Limuru, the council led by regional chairman NCCK, Reverend Alphonse Kanga, said they are deeply concerned that the national focus is still riveted on electoral politics, yet the elections are 3 years away, saying the persistent obsession by political leaders continues to hinder human, economic and infrastructural development in the nation.
His Excellency Dr. RUTO and other concerned stakeholders to facilitate speedy reconstitution of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC. We are repeating this again. We have talked about it before. We remind all that the country is in a very precarious position and has already breached the Constitution by failing to undertake the required boundaries review process. There are also words and constraints that require by-election. Every region, take note that processes to implement the report of the National Dialogue Committee (NADCO) are continuing. It is, however, a major concern to us that most Kenyans are neither conversant with nor are they supporting the proposal made in the report. The piecemeal processing of the NADCO-related bills by Parliament means that the electoral reforms will be affected, but without adequate public participation. That means nobody understands what is in NADCO. We are praying that there will be unity of the president and the deputy and unite us together as a nation. Was the church involved? Yes. Church is involved in every social, economic, political development in their nation because it was our country. And so there's nothing wrong. Disagreement, nobody lives in heaven. Disagreement is normal. But what we need to do when you disagree, you don't stay there. You wake up and move on. You wake up and move on.
Now, there was joy and fanfare in Nakuru when a group of former students who left school 32 years ago at Milimani Primary School reunited for the first time in the institution. The students who sat for the KCPE in 1992 at the school fitted their former school with dance as they donated books to their former school. The alumni heaped praises on the school, the teachers for the role they played in molding them to be successful and respectable men and women in different spheres of life through the teachers' mentorship, guidance and discipline.
Just powerful and great to be back to the school that I schooled as a young boy, and bring back my memory. In fact, I just felt like I can cry remembering how we did without shoes, without food at some extent, and all the troubles that were around.
Today we came here to encourage the management of this school and to show the kids that there is something that can come out of somebody. Hata kama mwanzo wake unaweza kuwa ni mdogo, lakini mtu akiweka success na akikuwa focused in life, maisha yake itakuwa ni promising.
We are here as an anchor of encouragement that there is hope. There is hope that God can change your life history.
I'm grateful because they remember giving back to the society. what they have shown our school and our learners, I know they have learned something, that at least God is faithful and is there for us. So this morning they have come with books, and I know they have, Peter said what has happened or transpired long time ago, but as the school, we have forgiven him, and we thank God because he has also shown to the learners that it is good to come and seek for forgiveness.
We've come to the end of the broadcast this afternoon. Thank you so much for being part of it. Our team of reporters is working around the clock to ensure that you are on the know on stories that are making headlines within the country and beyond our borders as well. I'm Nancy Lima. See you later on right here on Lookuptv. Goodbye.
We value your feedback and welcome your complaints about our programming and operations. Feel free to get in touch